This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for February 7, 2023, taxi boss vows no let-up in transport strike. As protest action by taxi operators continues to cause uncertainty for commuters, Portfolio Minister Audley Shaw is expected to address the nation today on the burning issues bedeviling the transport sector. Shaw will make a statement to the House of Representatives amid anger from busmen and the cabbies at the newly enforced Road Traffic Act, including the dramatic increase in fines and regulations mandating the use of child restraint systems. All three-day multi-parish strike by taxi operators, organized by the newly formed One Voice Transportation Group, is expected to continue today despite patchy participation from operators on Monday. A strike, he contends, is the only way to get the government's attention and vows to stay the course until all their grievances are addressed. I will not let up, President and Communications Director at One Voice, Lorraine Oscar Pinnock, declared at a press conference on Monday. We can't operate in an environment where the environment is not conducive to the way we operate as public transportation investors and operators. It was business as usual in Kingston and St. Andrew, where the strike was expected to have the greatest impact, as only a few operators took part. Reports from Westmoreland suggested similar ambivalence. But commuters in Brownstown, St. Anne's Bay, Ocherius in St. Anne, and Port Maria, St. Mary, experienced some delays because of the strike. In Manchester, approximately 90 taxi operators joined in the protest, sparking travel woes in Christiana and Mandeville, as well as Albertown, Trelawney. But Pinnock said his organization laid the groundwork on Monday to ensure increased participation going forward. We have the people out there trying to do some sensitization and educating them where that is concerned. We expect those that realize what is ahead of them will join in the withdrawal of service, he said. At the same time, he criticized the government for not educating the public fully on the statute before its implementation on February 1. They don't have a clue what is in it. They don't have a clue, he said, of the taxi operators. Pinnock, who is a pastor, was a member of Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, but he broke away from the organization in October over claims of fruitless meetings with government officials and broken promises. 2 weeks later, he formed his own lobby. In December last year, the government opened a 48-day window amnestying motorists from all tickets prior to February 1, 2018. They were, however, mandated to face the courts to pay fines or challenge the allegations of other outstanding penalty notices. Complaint motorists would also have all demerit points expunged by the January 31, 2023 deadline. However, Pinnock reiterated that a payment plan would have been more effective and contends that the conditions of the reprieve are not viable. But Pinnock's gripe is that some transport operators have lost their license in court hearings while others have ended up in jail. He also claimed that the police are arresting taxi operators and taking them before the courts for tickets that were declared null and void. Additionally, Pinnock said it's more than 2,250 unregistered members are infuriated at the prospect of being ticketed for not having a child seat. Prime Minister Andrew Holness indicated last week that the requirement for public transport operators to equip their vehicles with child restraint systems would be reviewed at the next meeting of the National Road Safety Council on February 9. But Pinnock is not too optimistic that anything will change. Man believed to be of unsound mind allegedly killed by cops in Arnett Gardens. A man believed to be of unsound mind was allegedly shot and killed by police in Arnett Gardens on Monday night. Residents identified the man as Peter Francis, also known as a Juki. Angry residents of Havana in Arnett Gardens mounted a fiery roadblock for what they say was an unjust killing. Kingston Western wanted man turns himself in. One of the three men who were listed as wanted by the Kingston Western Police turned himself in at the Denham Town Station on Monday. He is Donovan Rowe, otherwise called Chummy. Rowe was wanted for the murder of two men, which occurred on Tuesday, November 29, 2022, on Upper Oxford Street, Kingston at about 9:40 a.m. Rowe was accompanied by a friend when he turned himself in at about 1:20 p.m. The police said the other two wanted men, Joe Barrett and Anthony Clark, otherwise called Deli, are still at large and are being asked to turn themselves in immediately. The police are urging anyone with information that can assist in locating these men to contact the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-948-6443, Crime Stop at 311, the JCF tip line at 811, or the nearest police station. 65 tablet computers stolen from Elam STEM Academy. The St. Elizabeth Police has launched an investigation into a robbery at the Elam STEM Academy over the weekend. It's reported that the 65 Samsung tablet computers, valued at approximately $1.95 million, were stolen from the guidance counselor's office. The break-in was discovered Monday morning. The school's guidance counselor reportedly checked off the tablets Friday and they securely locked the office. It was discovered on Monday that a window to the office was breached. The theft of the tablets will severely affect instruction at the facility as the devices were to be used by the students. The police are asking businesses and individuals to be on the lookout for persons who might want to sell the tablets at very low prices. The administration will conduct an audit to determine if other items were taken during the break-in. Judicial review on matter relating to Ruel Reid and the Fritz Pinnock case continues today. A judicial review of Chief Parish Court Judge Chester Crook's decision to recuse himself from the trial after ruling that the multi-million-dollar fraud case against the former Minister of Education, Ruel Reid, and the Caribbean Maritime University President Fritz Pinnock should be tried will continue today. The review, which began on Monday in the Supreme Court, was allowed after Justice Christincia Brown Beckford rejected a strikeout application by attorney Lisa White, who is representing Judge Crooks. Ms. White's arguments were endorsed by the Financial Investigations Division's lawyer Sean Stedman. The FID is an interested party in the claim. Ms. White, during her application, argued that Justice Crooks was acting within the remit of his jurisdiction. She said given the nature of the application, the option would have been open to the claimants to renew their application before another judge in the parish court. Ms. White submitted that there was no formal order from the judge for the court to consider and that the defendants in their affidavit did not state what the conflict of interest was or how it has prejudiced their case. She argued that the matter was an academic exercise. But Justice Brown Beckford ruled against the application while indicating that she would give her reasons later in writing. Mr. Reid and Mr. Pinnock are contending that Justice Crooks should not have ruled in the matter as he had admitted to a conflict of interest. They are seeking the court's power to quash his ruling. It was revealed that the conflict was in relation to the judge's attendance at Monroe College while Reid was head boy there. Following Justice Brown Beckford's ruling, Hugh Wildman, the lawyer for Mr. Pinnock and Mr. Reid, argued that if Justice Crooks had ruled last February in his client's favor, the matter would have ended. He questioned whether Justice Crooks ruled against his client out of fear of being criticized for knowing Ruel Reid. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.